What's up? I'm Meg.
I'm La.
And we're somebody's unhinged sister. I'm completely unhinged today.
Are you?
Yeah.
One of those days?
It's a Monday. It's been the most Mondayest Monday I've had in a while. This is just a public service announcement to all hackers. Use your talents for good. Just use your talents for good. Hack something important that helps other people and not just you. Do you know what I mean? That they just really irritate me.
Have you been hacked?
No, knock on wood, it wasn't me, but one of my, I guess clients, which then affected me again. And it's irritating.
Yeah.
And I feel so bad for the person who has to deal with it, and then for all the people that it affected, because it's just irritating.
Yeah.
So that's just my public service announcement. Use your talents for good. Because you're obviously smart, so do something useful with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just my Monday announcement.
Hacking has got like
Insane.
Way out of hand. Honey.
Chelsea said it's happened to like so many of her people lately. And I'm like, why? Why is this happening?
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't love it. It makes me not want to sleep.
Oh yeah. No, it's terrifying.
Yeah, it's awful. Apparently some banks also, and I don't know how true this is or not, but some banks, you have to catch it within 24 hours or they won't refund.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, what if it's like little amounts that you don't catch until it's like a big one, but then that adds up. So I don't know. It's just whatever. Stop hacking.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Don't hack.
Just don't.
Go to school or something. I don't know.
Just do something good with it. Like go to the military. They can probably use you.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's been on my mind today because I've been on the phone with people dealing with that today, and it's just super irritating and sad. Also have been watching everything Steve Irwin because my kids have recently discovered the crocodile hunter, and so I've been hysterical for days. I've been hysterical. We have started from the very beginning. I then had to tell my kids that he's dead. Oh yeah. Which then led to how did he die? And then we had to go into a whole thing about it, and it was just a whole thing. And now we're watching everything that he's in at all.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's been cool though to see them like Steve Irwin as much as like Jake and I did growing up. But the show that his kids and wife have is so good. Crikey, it's the Irwins.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever watched it.
Watch it. You'll love it. You're going to cry episode 1 and 2 and 3. So go ahead and watch it. Do yourself a favor. If you need a good cry, there you go.
Someone commented on Rob from Love Island. I was like stalking his Instagram and TikTok and everything, and someone commented and said like he's like a modern day like Steve Irwin, but just with like
with the snakes
and like lizard. Yeah.
Okay, I need to look him up. I still haven't seen him.
He's about to go on Call Her Daddy. So the season finale
is that what you and Alexis shared?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Rob. So the season finale of Love Island was last night, and I'm like heartbroken that it's over. Like I swear that's like the best season ever.
I was gonna say don't spoil it, but I don't care, so you can spoil it for me. But
yeah, it was Serena and Cordell won, which like I kind of had a feeling they would at this point. What was super shocking is Keller and Aaron was like the other, like Keller and Aaron coupled up. Yeah.
Keller with a Y, K?
Yeah.
Keller. Okay. All right. Is that a guy?
No, it's a girl. Aaron's the guy.
Aaron's the guy. Okay.
And they had coupled up from like day one. And then like in Casa More, he like slipped up or whatever, and it like America turned on him and hit him and stuff like that. But still, I still thought they'd make it to the final four because like, I mean, they even like made it legit like boyfriend and girlfriend and stuff like that. And then when it was like down to the voting for like who the final four was going to be, they got voted off, and I was like mind blown.
See, I don't even know how it works. Like, I've never seen it, any of it. I need to watch it just so I understand, because like a lot of my podcasters watch it and they talk about it like during their opening like banter. I never know what they're talking about. Like never.
Oh, it's
so
good.
I'll have to watch it. I don't think I watch any reality TV really.
Reality TV is my favorite TV. I watch probably almost all of it.
I follow a ton of reality people. Wasn't he wearing overalls?
Yeah, so that's his thing. So there's like recouplings however so often, and pretty much every recoupling he wore overalls, and like everyone hated him. They're like, dude, no, like
why?
Quit,
I love an overall.
Yeah, but so that's like his thing is the overalls.
I love overalls. What would your death row meal be?
I have that on
You're
my list.
lying.
No, I swear. So we had Sunday dinner last night at my parents'. We did it my whole life growing up, and it's, you know, been years without it. So mom decided she wanted to do one or whatever. We had Sunday dinner, and at Sunday dinner, we had like, so much food, all kinds of stuff. But there was dinner rolls and mashed potatoes. And there's nothing better to me than dipping like a nice dinner roll in your mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
And that's how I eat them. And I literally said last night at dinner, I was like, this would be my part of my like death row meal.
Interesting.
Yeah.
With gravy or without gravy?
No gravy. Just
what?
Normal mashed potatoes.
No.
And
you gotta have gravy.
see, I'm not much of like an extra
I'm
toppings and all
gal.
the like. I like everything plain and simple.
No, that's gravy to me. Do you say sausage gravy? Wait, what was the argument that me and Vic had? Vic and I, sorry. I say sausage gravy. And a sausage gravy and biscuit? What was it? What was the argument? We posted about it. Anyway, how do you order that at a restaurant? If you were to go get biscuits and gravy, how do you order it?
Biscuits and gravy.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's the right way. Okay. I think they say like sausage gravy and biscuits, and I'm like, but it's implied.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, because not all places put sausage in their biscuits
I
and
guess
gravy.
that's true.
You know?
I don't know. We had a whole argument about it, but now I can't remember what it was. I don't know what so that's your death row meal is just
that's
biscuits,
like part of it. There'd be like rolls dipped in mashed potatoes, specifically like dinner roll mashed potatoes. But I don't know. I mean, I'd want more. But
are we talking Texas Roadhouse, Sweet Hawaiian? Like what style of dinner roll? Yeast roll?
Yeah, like the yeast
yeast rolls that come in the tin.
Maybe.
Thing? Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Whatever rolls we've always had at Sunday dinner.
Okay. I wrote that down, but I don't know my answer.
No.
Like at all. Because I like so many things. I feel like I would just go crazy and get so many. I would want kangaroo. Kangaroo would have to be there. And some sort of key lime or butterscotch pie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. But I don't know about all the other things.
I think mine changes a lot. I've said multiple, like I feel like anytime I eat something really, really good, I say, oh, this would be my death row meal. Because I've said it before about like the Mexico City tacos at La Fiesta. I went through a phase where I was like obsessed with those. It changes a lot.
All-Star Special.
From Waffle House?
Yep.
Yeah.
All-Star Special, 2 eggs scrambled with cheese, ketchup, obviously, raisin toast with grape jelly, hash browns, bacon on the side, plain waffle. Y'all get 2 extras, plain waffle with butter, syrup, and dip the bacon in the butter syrup after you eat the waffle.
Mm-hmm. That sounds good.
It would be delicious.
I saw someone say one time, they said that for their death row meal, they would pick just like the absolute whatever. 'Cause you know when you die, you like use the bathroom or whatever.
So it would be so gross.
Yeah, to make them have to like clean it up or whatever.
Hey, I mean, I feel like an all-star would do that to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just get my hash browns plain. Like I don't do the covered smothered. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I just like cheese on mine.
I just like the plain. I like plain with ketchup and Tabasco, not Texas Pete. Has to be Tabasco. I used to carry Tabasco, like the minis, in my purse at all times because it's different when you're on a hash brown.
I like Texas Pete better.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't know. I love Texas Pete too, but not on a hash brown.
My favorite hot sauce ever is like the Frank's Buffalo.
Okay.
Like the
yeah
chicken wing buffalo,
yeah.
you know.
See, I'm not a huge buffalo girl. I like a buffalo dip occasionally, but I'm more of I'm a Tabasco. I like Tabasco.
I'm not a spicy person in general, but if I am spicy, it's I love buffalo.
Buffalo sauce. Yeah. Are you a ranch person if you have buffalo? Yeah. You dip in ranch. I'm a blue cheese.
Ew.
What? Yeah. No, I love blue cheese. You don't like blue cheese at all?
No.
Oh, I do. Okay. My list here is just literally, your brother said that he wouldn't invite me. Your brother, as in my husband, wouldn't invite me to his next wedding. And I took great offense to that. And I literally looked at him. I was like, that's bullshit. And he said, are you joking? First of all, why am I getting remarried? I was like, I don't know. This is a hypothetical conversation, but I would invite you to my wedding. He's like, I wouldn't come. I was like, that's rude.
Yeah.
If I invite you, you should come. And I said, you wouldn't invite me? What if your wife wanted me to be a bridesmaid?
Right.
And he was like, that's a red flag on her part. And I took offense to that too. I was like, I'm a fun person.
Yeah.
She might love me and want me to be in y'all's wedding. And he was like, no. He was like, why are we having this conversation? But it was on a movie. Some movie we were watching made me think about it. And I was like, well, that's neat. And he literally, I said, would you invite me to your next wedding? And he literally looked at me side. I was like, absolutely not. And I'm still offended by it.
Yeah.
I'm upset by it. I just think it's rude. not to invite me. My kids are going to be in it.
Yeah.
Rude. I would still go.
Really?
I would crush
You just
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crush her.
Absolutely.
I feel like the only time you would ever like not would be like if it was like offensive to the new wife. Like if
Right.
y'all had
Yeah.
beef or something like
Yeah,
that.
we wouldn't have
but
beef.
Yeah.
We're not divorcing that I'm aware of, but we just have these hypothetical conversations that lead to hypothetical arguments. And well, the arguments are actually real. They happen, but it's based off hypothetical situations that are never going to happen. And yeah, I would be her best friend. We would go everywhere together and do all the things. It would be like he was basically still married to me.
There's TikTok couples like that where like the white, like they're neighbors and you know.
And I mean, some of them move in. Like I saw one where the girl like had to move out of her apartment. So the wife was like, just move in with us for a little bit. That'd be weird, but I mean, I would probably do it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I seen a hypothetical the other day. It said, what would our chairs look like if our knees bent the other way? So like if instead of going back, they came like this way, what would chairs look like?
What do you mean?
Like if our knees bend like this, right? But if they bended where our legs came up this way, what would because our
like
chairs
foot
are made
to face?
Yeah, like if this was going straight up instead of down, like if it meant this way instead of that way, what would our chairs look like? You know,
backward.
Like
right?
It would be
what? They look like U's.
Yeah,
I
guess.
What?
But how would you like get in it? Like that
sideways?
Just like
scooch in sideways, right? I love how I'm holding my leg up like it's gonna bend that way.
I feel like you wouldn't even really need.
What would your knee look like?
Ugh,
Would you have a knee? Would your knee be on the back? Ooh, so the front would be on the back would be on the front. Ooh, absolutely not.
Yeah,
I would get my legs cut off.
weird.
I would take my legs off.
Yeah.
Nope, could not be me. I could not. If I had to look at the back of my knee on the front every day, I would just shark attack. I would just go get shark attacked so that they could just be amputated.
Jump into like a pit of sharks.
Literally. And they probably wouldn't even bite me.
Yeah,
They'd
probably
probably
bite
be
like
like,
your shoulder or something.
Yeah, not even the part that I wanted to lose. I literally have this phobia of the back of my knees. I hate them so much. I don't know why. It's such a weird body part. It's weird. I don't understand it. Yeah. It's like armpits.
Yeah, see, that's my thing.
Yeah.
I don't like armpits.
Like they don't bother me as bad as the backs of someone's knees. Not even someone, just me. Just my own. When I see pictures of them, I'm like, ew. I cannot. I can't. Speaking of weird things though, so did Marshall kill Slim or did Slim kill Marshall?
I don't know if either of them ever really got killed.
I heard there's like a conspiracy going on. Also, did you know there's a conspiracy? I've been looking into all my things because I'm like narrowing down how I'm going to do them for episodes. Did you know that people think Helen Keller didn't exist? Mm-hmm. Okay, she did.
You think so?
Yeah, no, I know so.
How do you know that?
There's pictures.
Yep. Okay, so I think the thing is that she existed, but I think the conspiracy is that she didn't do
what she did.
Yeah, like there's no way that she did all the things that people say she did.
I think she did.
She flew a plane without being able to hear and see.
Now that may
like,
be that,
yeah,
that's
like
a
there's
stretch.
yeah.
Now that could just be some fun stories people have passed on.
Yeah,
but her teenagers literally think she just did not exist at all. Like it's just not a thing.
Yeah,
and I'm like, no, pretty sure she was real. But anyway, I'm digging down into it, so we'll get back to that. But anyway, listening to this is the conspiracy about the Eminem album. Listening to the album in track order, Marshall kills Slim, but listening to the album tracks in reverse, Slim may have killed Marshall.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. He's been working on this for 3 years.
That's wild.
Yeah. And I have this whole picture that I saved from the Facebook that says, it's got like all the songs and it tells, like, I'm not going to read them all, but it's like the theory broken down into how they came up with this. It's really interesting. So look it up if y'all haven't. I'll post this picture on the Facebook, even though we have no Facebook traction. Some of y'all to step it up. It's irritating me. I don't understand. We're not even getting views. I don't like it. So not that anyone's going to respond to this, but I'm going to post it. Well, we shall see. We'll put it on the Instagram too.
It is cool though how many, because like, especially, I mean, even in movies and stuff like that, movies, albums, like there's always so many Easter eggs and stuff like that like you wouldn't really know or notice until, you know, and you thought deep into it. It's crazy.
Think that there's people that just think that deep.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I watched a movie last night and then I got mad at my husband because he wouldn't invite me to his wedding. But then there's people that sit and watch that movie and are like, oh, did y'all see that?
Yeah.
Like go back, like like that's crazy to me because my brain doesn't do that. So I don't know. what do you have on your list? What's some topics you want to hit on?
There's a Michael Jackson skate night at the Rollabout, and I feel like that would be so fun.
My mom wants to rent out the Rollabout.
Really?
Yeah, you can do that on Tuesdays.
That sounds
and
amazing.
Thursdays or something like that.
Yeah.
So you just go and they just play Michael Jackson?
Yeah, like it's a Michael Jackson, everything, all Michael Jackson, all night long.
Would you like me to talk about that situation?
I mean, you could.
I am under the impression, allegedly, that the Michael Jackson that we knew, as in the one that had done all the surgeries and had all the transformations, was not actually the biological real Michael Jackson, because he killed him.
So Michael Jackson killed the real Michael Jackson to like take over his life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was an imposter. I have a whole thing on it, like a whole list of the facts, quote unquote. But it's a whole thing and people are like really into it. Supposedly when they went to, what is it, Neverland? Is that what it's called?
I guess.
His house. Is that what it's called? I don't know why I'm looking at the camera like someone's going to respond right now. Whatever his home was called that people like were freaked out about, even though it's not what people say it was. They found his body under the train tracks.
Oh, wow.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. And that it was the real Michael Jackson and he would have been killed in like 1972.
That's crazy.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then the imposter one did all the crazy extreme surgeries and all the things. And then there was also another theory. Do you remember the guy? I can't think of his name. He had like a one-word name, like a nickname. But he was a burn victim, like completely burned.
Mm-mm.
His face, like everything was just completely burned. But he used to come on like talk shows and he was like in the scene. But I don't know exactly what he did. People are saying that that's him.
That's
like
who?
After the fake Michael Jackson died. That you can actually see the fake Michael Jackson in the funeral photos incognito in like the third row back. It was a huge thing.
Yeah.
And that the guy that's the burn victim was the second Michael Jackson. This is getting confusing. I need a
Yeah,
screen.
no, I'm so confused.
Okay. Real Michael Jackson from Jackson 5.
Okay.
Okay, he's gone.
The original
is
gone.
The imposter allegedly took
Right.
him out to
So
take
now
over
there's
his life.
Michael Jackson
So now
2.
there's Surgery Michael Jackson. That's what we'll call him. Surgery Michael Jackson dies, and what was it? It was like, what year did he die? It wasn't too long ago.
Yeah, no, I was probably in like middle school.
Okay, so he dies.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly you can see him, it was a closed casket. You can actually see him third row back on like some of the photos.
At the real Michael Jackson.
At
but he's dead. What do you mean?
That he faked it. That the second Michael Jackson, Surgery Michael Jackson, faked it.
Okay.
Faked his death.
Yeah, he was just tired of
I
being
guess,
Michael Jackson.
And so, but there was an incident prior to his death where something happened on stage with a fire and he got burned like really bad.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he wore the quote unquote mask. That's why he had the surgeries. That's why all these things happened. And so they're saying that after the funeral, that wasn't actually a funeral, he just became this other guy and just started going around.
So he was still famous, but now he's famous as like
as a different reason, yeah.
Okay.
But he's like like his face is like, I don't think he has like a nose, and it's like just I mean he's like badly burned, and like the voice sounds exactly the same. Like his eyes were the same, like his eyebrows where they would have been were like the same as the Surgery Michael Jackson. It's like a whole thing.
Yeah, I don't think any of that's true because that's absolutely insane. If it was, like, can you imagine like
being like 3 people in your lifetime? Yeah, it was insane though. Our rabbit hole's so deep. It's been months ago, so I'm not like super fresh on it.
Yeah,
but I got on Jake's Xbox, all his like Xbox, like y'all. I called my dad. I called my mom. I called Jake. Jake's like at work and like he has me on speakerphone talking to like everybody at work. And they were all like, one guy was like, I believe that. Like that's a thing. I was like, I know. Yeah. I just found this out. So is it true? Probably not. But is it kind of weird and fun to think about? Absolutely.
Yeah, that's one of those things where like one person had like a maybe idea and everyone else is like, let's see how far we can take this. Yeah.
Let's start a rumor
Yeah.
that Michael Jackson was actually murdered and the fake Michael Jackson faked his death to become a different guy. It was the whole thing. But I'll have to send you the TikTok because I haven't saved my phone.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely wild.
But yeah, let's go to Michael Jackson skate night.
Yeah, I think that'd be
I
so
can't
fun.
skate. I don't think.
They did like an adult skate night like years ago, and that's probably the last time I've been skating. But that was so much fun.
I have problems stopping. I just used to run
Stop
into
is
the
hard.
wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that what everyone does?
Yeah.
But I was a blader. Roller blades.
Yeah. See, I was too because I always thought that was cooler, but apparently that's not cooler. Apparently, like
you gotta do the four.
Yeah.
Or the whatever you call them. What are
yeah.
they
But
called?
to me, those were lame. Like to me, whenever people
Yeah, they were hideous.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, y'all are lame.
I feel like if we're gonna go to Michael Jackson skate night, we need to buy our own skates so that they're cool.
yeah, some like fun, like neon, crazy ones.
Who were we just talking about that was gonna do roller derby? Heidi.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We
That'd
should
be
get her
crazy.
in on this.
Yeah.
That just sounds painful, really.
I like watching though. Like every now and then a video will pop up on my For You page of like the people who skate like and dance like in unison while
I
they're
could
skating.
never, yeah.
Oh, it's so cool.
Oh, I love watching it, but I could never. I'm so concentrating on just staying upright
yeah,
that I don't think I could dance. And I can't skate backward.
yeah. And but like they're also like in my brain's not working today. They're like in rhythm and the same. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But anyways, it's so cool. Yeah, they're in sync.
Yeah, they're in sync.
Why are my S's whistling?
I don't know. I was singing this will actually lead us into my next little thing. I was singing Shine Down Second Chance and I kept saying an S word with a T the whole time because I don't know, I forget the word now, but I was trying to say a T word that's I thought was the next word, but it actually just started with an S. So then I just like a list the whole time I was singing it. I miss the days when the radio kept playing when someone called you. So like your phone's not connected to your car. So even like back in the day when I drove my truck, I would have like so and so playing and somebody would call and I have to like turn it down, but you would purposely keep it on for just a minute so they could hear what you were listening to, you know. And to me it just lets you know what kind of mood I was in.
Oh yeah.
So I made a list of like, for instance, today I listened to Buck Cherry Crazy Bitch because I needed to just be absolutely unstable. And listening to that song makes me crave a Black Cherry Black and Mild and a Red Label Smirnoff Ice. Okay. I taste those things in my face when I listen to Buck Cherry Crazy Bitch.
Yeah.
And that's when you know if you were to call, I answer, I have to turn the radio down, and you heard that it was that song, I'm mentally unwell. If Tupac, Snoop, Coolio, Biggie, any of those type songs, I'm on the unhinged side. I'm not fighting yet, but I'm getting there. I'm like borderline angry, but not like Roy Jones Jr. angry yet. And then Keith Whitley, I would be sad. Like, you know, I'm a sad girl. If like Keith Whitley, Merle Haggard, the old school country guys they're playing, I'm sad. So Happy would be like Kid Rock, obviously. He covers a lot of them actually, the emotions. Yin Yang Twins, Lil Jon, like You're Feeling Good. So I just thought that was interesting. But I miss the days when your radio still played when you answered the phone. Yeah. Yeah, because it just cuts off.
Or what about the days whenever you had to record your ringtone on the radio?
Jake and I just talked about this.
Did you?
Yeah, what was your song?
I know one time I did like a Jason Mraz song on my like little flip phone.
Yeah.
That's the only one I can like remember specifically. Like Kelly Pickler at one point. I had a Kelly Pickler song.
Sure,
yeah.
Absolutely. Jake, we talked about what was his? Your mom hated it. And now I can't remember what it was. I should have wrote it down. I had Buck Cherry at one point. I don't know. I'm in a phase right now. Jake also said that him and Kel changed your answering machine. Excuse me. To Jake playing the drums and Kel made a rap about calling the Jordans and how they're not home.
But that's hilarious.
And that they didn't know for like a month. And that your grandma was like, y'all need to change your answer machine. It's inappropriate.
Oh, God.
And Jay was like, what? And they listened to it. And that's how they found out.
That's hilarious. The boys used to do some absolute crazy stuff back in the day. I don't think we've talked about this on the pod. When my parents were out of town, and they made like a boxing rink set up out back, and they would literally like, I mean, everyone,
like 50 people there.
Yeah, everyone would come over for school, and then one of them got the bright idea to make like waivers because they were like, okay, we don't want to get sued if someone gets like. No, I mean, they had a full on boxing ring set up in the backyard.
Liability paperwork.
And I think finally, like a neighbor called my parents and was like, "Do you know there's a boxing ring going on out back?" And so they had to like call the boys and be like, "Y'all cut it out."
I'm a little pissed though. I never got an invite to that.
Yeah,
little pissed off about it, but that's fine.
It was literally just like some 4x4s or whatever in the yard with like ring around it. It's so funny.
They probably use like water hose and ratchet straps.
Yeah,
hilarious.
They're crazy.
Your nephew woke up talking about unhinged men. Your nephew woke up sad, and I'm talking lip quivering, crying.
Oh no.
Yeah. Would you like to guess why?
Why?
Because he's not a robot. I swear to God, all my life. I said, what's wrong? Did you have a dream? He said, I'm not a robot. I said, what? I want to be a robot. I was like, oh, okay. Well, you're not. Sorry.
Oh, my God. I love the brains of children.
Well, I was getting ready in the bathroom, and I heard him. His, like, little tool table is right outside my bedroom door, and I heard him having a full-fledged two-sided conversation. He goes, I'm Jet the Tool Man. And then the other personality said, you're not a tool man. And he said, I'm Jet the Tool Man with my tools. And he said, what the world is Tool Man? And he said, I'm Jet the Tool Man. I work on cars. To himself.
That's
Two-sided. Two-sided. And I wanted to open the door and look to see if he was like moving to different sides, you know, to have the conversation. But I knew if I opened the door, he would quit. But I was crying. I was like, he is literally two-siding this conversation back and forth and changed his voice and everything. It's hilarious. So there's that. But yeah. So
I wish we could like remember, because you know how like I can't even remember my like youngest memory, but like you don't remember that age and stuff like that. But like,
oh, I wonder what mine is.
Yeah, but I wish you could, because like imagine him being an adult and remembering.
Oh yeah, remember talking to himself. Yeah. What is your youngest memory?
Probably breaking my leg.
How old were you?
5.
5?
Yeah, I was in kindergarten.
I remember 4.
Well, no,
maybe 3.
I like have a little slight memory of at 2 years old when we were at Disney. I remember like me and Dylan being in strollers, and there was like a Disney parade or something going on.
I remember a stroller situation.
But it's like a vague. That's like a barely a memory. That's probably my first,
crazy
like, memory.
2's crazy. Wow. I don't know. I remember going to the zoo in a stroller, so I would have been young. Mm-hmm. But I used to lead my little mini horse around when I was 3 to 4. And I remember that, like, not vaguely. What am I saying? I really remember that.
Yeah.
Like, I can vividly. That's the word. I, like, clearly see that happening. But I think Jex remembers everything. I think she can literally tell us what it's like to be born.
Oh, yeah. She has insane memory.
It's crazy. It's scary, actually. And if you lie to her, don't make any promises you don't intend to keep. Yeah. Because she remembers all. What she got, La? Look on the list.
I have a story.
Okay, let's read a story.
Okay.
Because all my stuff doesn't go together at all, so.
So my best friend and her husband have been having issues the past few months that have led to him moving out to work on himself. Uh-huh. Okay, well, they've been trying to work on things and have tried marriage counseling when he decided to show up. Anywho, I recently came across some info that he was seeing, if you get my drift, 3 different women, all who didn't know he was married and didn't know about each other. So me being a woman, went into detective mode. I tracked these girls down on Facebook, put them in a group message, and proceeded to let them all know collectively that he in fact was married and was playing them all.
Iconic.
They told me the truth, and that was all I needed to know. I called my best friend and broke her heart all over again, but I couldn't let her keep having hope that he was going to change and come back. Needless to say, they're officially getting divorced, and she is starting to get her life back.
First of all, what a friend. Secondly, 3 women's crazy. Koalas can get chlamydia.
Can they?
That's what made me think of that, because that's a lot of things.
So koalas are out here just hoeing around?
I don't think they are. Chlamydia? I think they just get it.
So is that where chlamydia started?
I don't know. But that guy reminded me of koalas
Oh
being
yeah, because
chlamydia.
he's probably gave
Yeah,
all
for
of them
sure.
something.
What a friend though.
Yeah,
What
especially
a
like
friend.
putting them all in a group chat together and be like, hey, we got to figure this out.
Because that takes a lot of balls, because then what if your friend doesn't believe you?
And yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I would be like, what?
Yeah.
You didn't like him, so you're obviously making this up.
Yeah.
And then like you come to reality. But that's ballsy.
Yeah.
I like to see it. I would like to think my friends would do that. I think they would.
I feel like that's
Maybe. My husband wouldn't do that though, I don't think.
Yeah.
I mean, if he does, it's going to shock us all. So. But yeah, that's so rude. It's so rude. It's so rude.
I feel like that is a true friend though, because a lot of people will be like, not my business. Like I don't want to
get
cause
involved.
any. Yeah, you know. So
I am
her.
the stalker friend.
Yeah.
So
gonna do all the detective
yeah,
work.
I would, especially if I don't like him. Like, yeah, we're gonna figure out all the dirt, all the dirt. The group chat though, that's very Brooke Schofield of her.
Yeah,
I like to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did learn that on Steve Irwin.
What? That koalas get chlamydia. That's interesting.
It takes them out.
Huh.
It takes them out.
Wow.
Yep, they lose their hearing, eyesight, all the things.
Oh, poor.
Yeah,
Can you
it's
imagine
sad.
being a koala and getting chlamydia? Like that's probably
Yeah, like do you even know you have it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
Like,
just start losing your hearing and
They have a blind tiger too. Completely blind. It's
That makes me
beautiful.
so
Its eyes are
sad.
like the color of that hat over there. Like so blue.
We were watching at my parents' house the other night about the Tasmanian tiger. And it's
they're kind of ugly.
Yeah,
little
but
bit.
supposedly they're extinct, but apparently maybe there's like one that was like spotted somewhere, so maybe they're not extinct. And
Interesting.
but yeah, they're like ugly cute. But their their stripes
aren't
are
they
super
small?
cool. Yeah, they're
Ish?
like small. Their face is kind of like long.
Mhm.
Yeah, and they have like, instead of like tiger stripes, really, they just have like one big stripe, like multiple.
I remember
but,
seeing old film videos of them that people had taken back in the day.
But apparently they might not be extinct.
Huh. Do we believe in extinction?
Yes.
Okay. I find it difficult. Now, obviously, we would know if some dinosaurs were out here kicking it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just crazy to me that, like, the Megalodon. I just don't believe it.
Yeah, I feel like with the ocean it gets tricky because there's so many parts of the ocean that we don't have access to.
There's great whites that are tracked, that are tagged, that are just disappearing. No one can find where they went. Their tag's just gone. Odd.
Yeah.
Because something ate them whole. That's what that means.
You think so?
Yeah, there was this one, it was on Shark Week a couple years ago, that she was tagged, and then when she died, you could tell she died, her tag started changing temperatures. Like, it was rising and sinking.
Yeah.
Like, it was strange, and they were
weird.
like, the way that it's moving is like it's inside of something.
Yeah.
And they never found, like, her body. So, not that that's an easy thing to do, I don't guess. But either way, Megalodons are real. I mean, they were real, but they're still here. I just believe it in my soul.
I feel like they're probably, in my opinion, the most terrifying thing to ever exist.
Really?
Yes. Name something scarier than a Megalodon.
Well, I think like a T-Rex or like a raptor.
I still think a Megalodon would be
The
scary.
raptor had that toenail.
Yeah, but they're cute.
With the toenail?
Yeah.
That big... no. No.
And I feel like you can like be easier to hide from them and stuff like that. But like Megalodon, like if you're in the water...
Oh, you're done.
Yeah.
But think about all the other things that were in the water. Those those big dinosaurs, like the little flippers that ate things that kind of look like alligators.
I don't remember those.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called. I like dinosaurs, but I don't know the names.
Yeah.
But that'd be scary too.
I'm still not fully sold on dinosaurs, honestly.
Okay. What do you mean?
I'm just not fully like sold on them.
So, okay. Yep. All right. I think they existed for sure because there's bones.
Yeah, but like did they actually look like what we think they
Oh,
look
no.
like?
No, that's what we talked about
and
before.
did they sound like, did they sound like what we think they sound like,
I just love the idea of Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I really do.
I want to go to the place where it was filmed at.
Oh, yeah. You can do that.
You can like go do tours and stuff. That'd be so cool.
Let's do it.
And pretend like we're like actually
What is that? Give me such indigestion espresso. Let's see. I was going to ask you something. Oh, do you want to know what absolutely kills my brain?
What?
When you have a Facebook ad, right? And the first comment that you see on a Facebook ad, say it's for a t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Just got mine in yesterday. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Da-da-da-da-da. Every single Facebook ad that you see, and now you're going to really pay attention, that's the comment that it shows. Like on your feed without clicking on the comments.
Right.
It'll show, just got mine in yesterday, just got mine in today.
So you
just
think it's
got
like
mine
a
in.
bot.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. Like, it's always, just got mine in, and I absolutely love it. It's the best thing I've ever purchased, and it shipped so fast. Okay, Susan, how much did they pay you to say that?
Yeah.
Because, no, it didn't.
Yeah.
Like, they only have one like on this whole thing. You're
Right.
lying. So that irritates me.
Yeah.
Everything irritates me today, though.
That's
for the
probably
record.
very much so. They like someone,
Oh.
they're like, I'll give you a free shirt if you can go comment this or whatever, you know?
Yeah, and I would do it for a free shirt. I would do a lot of things for a free t-shirt. I'm so serious when I say that.
I got a Facebook ad the other day, and it was for a like $2,000 like coffee pot. And I was like, I feel like my Facebook and my phone in general should know me better than that. Like it should, like, yes, I love coffee, but it should know that's not in my price range. I'm not the kind of girly out here that can buy a $2,000.
What did it do?
I don't know. It was just a really fancy, I guess, like an espresso machine.
Huh.
But I was like, I feel like my phone should know me better than that.
I just used my $20 Keurig to get me some espresso in that coffee cup right there.
How can you make espresso from Keurigs?
Yeah, they have pods.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I mean, they're not great,
Yeah.
but it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I really want a Smeg coffee pot.
What's a
Just
Smeg?
Look, the whole like
I'm looking it up.
it's
It
they
has
have
my name.
yeah, it's the whole like they have refrigerators, toasters, coffee pots, but they're like very 70s and retro looking. They're expensive, but they're beautiful. And the Smeg coffee pot, that's probably like I might ask for one for Christmas from Colin
Smeg.
or something.
Like SMEG?
EG, yeah. Smeg appliances, like the refrigerator, just all of it. I want the whole collection, but it's all very expensive.
Like retro.
yeah, but aren't they? They're so cute.
The Blue Willow toaster.
Yeah,
Super cute.
amazing.
Yeah, I could see you with this. The orange refrigerator is where it's at.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
it's amazing.
Yeah, but I feel like the coffee pot for $230 is not that bad for like the aesthetic of it.
Right. Yeah, I'll probably ask for one for Christmas.
Yeah, I want you to ask, not for me. I want you to ask for one. Get the oven too.
Yeah.
Get all of it.
That's what I'm saying. I
The
need
oven
the
is
whole collection.
$2,500.
Yeah, insane. But
But
my
it's
house
beautiful.
was like built in like 72, I think, and it kind of has that 70s layout.
You're just going back to-
and yeah, I
to
just
its
think it would
roots.
be it would fit, be very fitting.
Oh, I could see that for sure. And you could keep your island too because that gives me retro vibes.
Yeah.
Like the paper around it, the wallpaper around it.
Oh yeah.
I know you talked about changing it, but
Yeah, I've
I
been
love it.
thinking I have wallpaper around my island, and it's been,
I love
since
that
we redid the house in like 2020, so that's what, 4 years?
Yeah.
So I feel like I want to change the pattern, but I just don't know what I would change it to.
My dad is currently, sorry, I'm so distracted. My dad is currently sitting at the vet with one of our dogs. So we have outdoor farm dogs, they get into all kinds of things. They travel, they're whatever, judge if you want, they're happy. And she's been sick, and we've like give her medicine. We've done all the things, we've called vets and asked what to do. And they're at the vet now figuring out what's wrong with her. She's just not acting like herself. And so he's just sending me photos of her doing all the things. And she's like leaned up against the window because she hates riding. And he said, when your mother rides like this, it usually means she's mad about something. But he sent me this, and he's like, there's a rabbit in that bag right there. And I was like, yeah, I have a backpack for my rabbit. He doesn't like it, but anyway.
I want another pet. I don't know exactly what. We've thought axolotl. Colin told me I can't have any birds or any hamsters.
Why no birds? I'm on board with the hamsters.
Yeah, I don't know what he has against birds. He just I think he said they're like they talk too much.
Let's
they
interview
tweet
him.
a lot and
What do you
stuff
have
like
against
that.
birds? See here.
I don't know if he's home yet. But he said
like the
no birds, no hamsters. He want a snake, but I'm kind of
No.
the feeding part I wouldn't be able to handle. Another dog, possibly. I really want an axolotl. Did you know they can live almost like 20 years?
Are you going to pass it down to your kids?
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully you're not going to die in 20 years, but so
That's
morbid.
what I just didn't expect that they would.
20 years?
Yeah, live that long. I think it's like 10 to
So is it a lizard
17 maybe.
or is it a fish?
It's a salamander.
It is a salamander.
Yeah, it is.
So is that a lizard? Or is a salamander its own thing?
I think it's its own thing.
Oh, what is it? Amphibian.
Lizard family. Yeah, amphibian.
Huh.
Yeah. African diving frogs. That's another.
What did you just say?
African diving frogs.
I thought you said abracadabra frogs. Like, what's that abracadabra frog?
Ooh, that leads me to something.
Okay. Oh.
Let's play a fun game.
Okay. This is the most crazy podcast.
Do you know the incoherent game?
No.
Okay, so it's like a scrambled up phrase.
Oh, yeah.
That means a real phrase.
Fallon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to do this.
All right.
Ace tray taste who dent.
Ace tray. Say it again.
Ace tray taste who dent. Ace tray taste who dent.
And a straight A student.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. A crane cloud.
A dark rain cloud.
Yeah, you're good at this.
I have toddlers.
I'm so bad at this. Okay, I think there's two more.
Okay.
Canoe key pass egret. Egret. Canoe key pass egret.
Can you keep a secret?
Yeah. You're
okay.
so good at this. Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Don't do drugs,
Don't
guys.
do drugs. There's like this girl on TikTok
fun.
Live, and she goes, I mean, that's all she does. She gets something and reads all the
and
cards.
she probably makes
game.
millions of dollars.
Yeah, but I cannot guess a single one.
Really?
I'm so bad at it.
Colin's
Colin's
like, okay. You can figure out what Jet's saying all the time.
Yeah, I think I
just
speak their
them.
language because like
Jet.
I love them. But yeah, that whenever I'm literally mind blown every time. And there's some too, like there's a dirty version you can get.
Oh, let's
like
get that one.
Dirty cards.
Yeah,
it's hilarious. But
let's do it.
So bad
that would
at
be
it.
so fun for like family night.
Oh, absolutely.
That would be really fun.
I love.
Could you imagine
games.
your brothers doing that to each other?
Oh god,
it'd be so stupid.
Yeah.
What's the one game that you put the thing in your face? Like the dental, it looks like a dental procedure.
I know what you're talking about.
Isn't that kind of the same thing?
Yeah, it's similar.
Yeah? Okay. That's what I thought you were about to do. I was like, is she about to whip out one of those things? I'm not putting that in my face. My mouth's too small.
Yeah. I never liked that game because now I have my like my bridge or whatever, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Before I got my bridge, I just had a gap there and you never noticed it because it's on my bottom. But whenever I put the thing in, you would just see my like big tooth gap from where I hadn't got my bridge done yet. So I hated it. I'd be like, don't look at my teeth.
Oh, yeah. See, I would be so self-conscious about it. And I'd be drooling.
Yeah.
I would drool.
It makes me drool like crazy.
It would be sickening.
It's such a gross game. And then you take it out of your mouth and give it to the next person. Like, so
absolutely
gross.
Not. Speaking of gross, so I was listening to Saving Grace, and she was interviewing some rich guy. I don't remember what he did. I don't think he was on any of the shows, but I'm not entirely sure like what he does. I think he writes like what do you call like songs that are covers and they change the words to like be funny?
Like parodies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he does that. Okay. So I had not looked him up. I didn't know what he looked like. But his name was Rufus. So first of all,
Rufus.
Yeah, your parents set you up for failure, even though he obviously isn't failing because he's super rich, but whatever. So she's interviewing him. And she is like my idol. The way she is so clever and just has an instant comeback to anything that is said. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like where we have dead air sometimes, she has zero.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also it's edited, I guess. But either way, she's very clever, very witty, very quick. I love her. But she was interviewing him and she was asking him like, because he's single. And she was like, so what's your type of girl? Like, let's set you up with someone. Like, what's your deal? Mm-hmm. This dude gonna whip out his phone. And he has a list of no's. Of like, they cannot do this. They have to do this. A list. And it went on for like literally, I swear to God, it was 10 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
But some of the things on his list were, it was insane, by the way.
Yeah.
She cannot fake tan. Cannot. How do you know? How do you know she's fake tan? Do you know what I mean? Okay. She can't fake tan. No tattoos. Cannot have any tattoos, not even the smallest one. Not even a speck of ink on her. Has to ski. And has to enjoy skiing because his family sells ski holidays. So she has to know the ropes. And he is a licensed instructor, but he doesn't want to have to teach someone. Okay. Can't believe in God. That was the red flag for me because I'm like, you can't believe in God? You don't have to, but she can. Like, whatever. That I didn't like that, okay? You shouldn't push your beliefs on people. what else? There was other things. There was like, she can't have any plastic surgery. Cannot want to have any plastic surgery. Hair needs to be as natural as possible. Cannot have pets. Doesn't want to have pets. Cannot like pets. If she comes with a pet, she's got to get rid of the pet.
Oh my God, this is insane.
Right. So, I mean, it was so many rules. There's not a wingman in God's green earth, on God's green earth, that could help him.
Yeah.
There's no wingman available for him.
Yeah.
So then she was like, okay, so let's say you go on Love is Blind. And you're talking to this girl and you love her. And she gives off like she skis and she's this and she's that, blah, blah, blah. Like she's given everything that you want and desire. But then you see her and she's like, because I think he had like a height limit of like, can't be taller than 5'9". So she's like, she's 5'10", she fake tans. She basically described herself.
Yeah.
Except she doesn't have any plastic surgery. She has fake boobs, lips done, bleached blonde, not natural hair, beautiful, has a tiny tattoo. And he's like, instantly no. Like, y'all have talked for months, you're feeling it, you're loving her, you can't wait to see her.
Yeah.
Can't wait to be with her. And he was like, yeah, no.
Honestly, I hope he never finds anybody
he won't.
because like
There's no
that
way.
he just sounds like an awful person.
Oh, he's terrible. So I'm thinking this dude must be so beautiful. He must be just like a god among us to where no one is up to his standards. So I look him up. He is hideous.
Yeah.
He is
sounds
so hideous. And I don't usually even care what people look like, but his personality obviously sucks.
Yeah.
He's
if you're gonna
so
be that
ugly.
picky.
Yeah, he's so ugly. And like he's talking about well taken care of, has to look this way. Then find a razor, my boy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have so much facial hair that is in unnecessary places. Fix yourself. Fix yourself.
That's wild.
Oh, it was crazy. The list just I wanted to almost go back and replay it so I could write down everything he said. It was crazy. It was crazy.
That's like very specific things too. Like self-tan.
Yeah.
That's
And he's only
oddly
like
specific.
in his late 20s.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you haven't been around that long to know exactly what you want at this point in your life. It was wild.
Yeah, that he's never gonna get
Oh,
married.
absolutely not. And I don't think he wants to. Do you know
It
what I mean?
doesn't
Like,
sound like it.
because she was like, so you do like the one night stands, and he was like, no. Like if girls did, like I wouldn't talk to them.
You know what that gives me? He's gay and doesn't know it yet.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And like Grace is gay, but she didn't call him out on it. I
Yeah.
guess that would be rude to call him out on it. But
yeah.
it was so weird.
Yeah.
But
like
I was
you
like,
hate women. At
yeah,
that
you
point.
lit. He hates
hate
women.
Yeah.
He hates women. But it was so gross to me, and I just kept listening and laughing. I was like, this dude better be like 6'5", bright blue eyes, beautiful sculpted body. He's like 5'11" on a good day, which that's fine. I like short guys. Like I mean, he's ugly and gross, but don't have your standards so high if you're not even a high standard yourself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So he's a little spoiled rich kid that is entitled, and I hated him. And his name is Rufus. Rufus Rice. Actually, look him up.
Rufus Rice. In my head, like Rufus is like a rat.
What do you
name.
think
Like,
he
that's
looks
what,
like?
If I had a pet rat, I would name a rat.
A rat? No,
Yeah.
he doesn't give rat. He gives his personality gives rat.
What's his name?
Rufus Rice.
Like Rice.
Yeah,
Oh, that's not his real name apparently.
on Instagram.
Let's see.
Maybe that's his like.
When I started typing in
music
Rufus
name.
Rice, the first thing that came up, it said Rufus Rice real name.
Oh, okay. Do you see him?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's hideous,
Oh, I
but
think
he's not
hideous.
good looking.
Oh, the videos though. Like he knows how to pose. I think he Facetunes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he's in some videos, and I'm like, you don't look like your pictures.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Either way, my thing just died, so that was all I had on my list anyway. But it literally, actually, I had a questionnaire for you. It shook me
Yeah.
because I've never heard a man talk about a list like that. Like as women, we talk about like, oh, we like this, that, and the other, but it's not like that. That was no pets.
Yeah.
Cannot like animals. That's a red flag.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Oh, it's crazy. It was crazy. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. Don't be gross.
Don't be gross. Don't be Rufus. Oh, sorry, honey.
Do not be a Rufus because he is not fun.
Yeah.
He thinks he's fun. He's not fun. Could never be me.
Yeah, I've never. Is he like, I guess, from the UK or whatever?
Oh,
Cause
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, because she was like, she's an Essex girl, and he was like, oh, no. I don't do Essex.
That part of the UK confuses me because, like, on Love Island and stuff too, there's people who are from the UK are so specific about like there's beef
their
between this part.
territories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
And
Like
I
that'd
don't
be
feel
like
like we
us
have
being
that.
like, oh, South Carolina, like no.
Yeah,
like,
I
we
mean, I
can't.
think we have that stigma as far as like North and South in general,
Yeah,
but
and like
it's
East
not
and West.
right. But it's not that crazy. Like
Yeah.
it's not that wild. They get like he literally was like, what did he say? It was like my personality can't be with an Essex girl. Like my lifestyle can't be in Essex. I don't belong in Essex. I'm like,
Good for you. Stay
you
out
don't
of it
belong
then.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Like where do you belong? Because I would like to know. Because I'm staying so far away from that area.
Yeah, he
Oh, it
belongs
was
with all
so
the other
gross.
like rich, spoiled.
Oh
people
yeah, it was
who-
so gross.
Somebody called me cute behind my back this week, and I was like, I had never heard it happen. I'd like never.
That's so nice.
Yeah, I know. I was sitting like back in their break room at the salon, and she was like, being seen by a stylist there, and they're the shampoo bowl, and she was like, "Oh, who's that like cute little girl on the other side of you?" And I was like, "That's me.
It's me.
I'm that cute little girl." And I was like, "Oh, I'm so pretty."
I don't think I've ever
It was so
been called
funny.
cute. I don't give off cute though,
Mm.
but I love that.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, I've never been
The only
heard anyone call
time
me cute before."
I'm trying to think if I've ever heard anyone talk about me behind my back in a good way. Because I've heard not good things.
I was about to. I don't think I've ever caught anyone talking
Really?
bad about me.
Oh, I have.
I would just cry instantly.
No, I turn around and smile. Thanks. Yeah, no, my dream, this just tells you the personality differences that we have. My dream is to walk into a room after being in another room that they didn't know I was in and just bust up in there like, "What's up?" and just see the uncomfortable, shooketh faces of people talking about me. That's my dream.
That happened the other day on a TikTok. I don't know if it was real or if it was like, stage or whatever, but this guy was like, got invited to his friend's apartment, and as he was like walking up to the apartment door, he heard them inside talking about him. So he like stood there and listened for a minute, and he was filming the whole thing. And then he opened the door, and he walked in and was like, "Oh, like blah blah blah," and they were all like, "Oh no, we weren't. Like no, we weren't.
Yeah,
we
you
weren't
were.
talking about you." And he was like, "I literally was on the other side." He was like, "Don't invite me over if you're just gonna like talk shit about me whenever I'm on the way over."
I want that to happen. I literally want that to happen. I can't wait for it. It's gonna happen one day. I don't know where, when. Could be strangers. Could not be strangers. I don't know. But I thrive to be in that moment.
Yeah. No, not me.
It makes me feel so hype.
That's when Buck
So
Cherry
hype.
starts playing in the background.
Buck Cherry, Roy Jones Jr., all the things. My punching bag broke. And when I tell you, there is nothing more infuriating when you're already having a day. So TMI, if you're in my family, quit listening. If you're a dude, not that any of them are, but the week before or a couple of days before I start my period, I'm raging. And I'm talking, yelled at my husband. I didn't yell. We got in an argument. And I literally was like, well, if you would have fixed the air condition 3 years ago when we first bought the unit, it wouldn't have been so hot because of global warming. I dropped global warming into an argument because of PMS. And that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like that, if me and Jake do divorce, no one's ever going to want me after this podcast ever. Like, but literally that's a whole new level of insanity for me. Like that's an all-time low that I've hit. And I just was having a day. Everyone was fussing at me. I felt like no one liked me, all the things, whatever. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just go put my gloves on, put on some music, go outside. I'm trying to think what playlist I had going. It was a good one. I think it was like, was it Nickelback? I think it was a Nickelback playlist.
Yeah.
Either way, it was a good playlist. And so I was listening to that, doing my thing. I was feeling so good. Form was good. Arms felt good. Bam. Falls on the ground. I look up. It has dry rotted. It's been hanging there for 7 years. Like I've been using it for that long. So I was honestly surprised it's lasted this long. Literally falls to the ground, and I just start kicking it. I was like, you son. Like, why? I'm not even halfway through my rage fight right now.
Yeah.
I'm rage dancing. I'm rage stretching. And I'm not done. And so that made me even more rageful. So I get on the ground. I pick it up, throw it down. Body slam. It's like 80 pounds. A punching bag. Little did I know, my husband's videoing me from the door. And I look like a complete psychopath.
That's so funny.
I mean, psychopath. And then you hear Jax in the background. She's crazy.
She's crazy. I feel like that was God telling you to like chill, bro. Like
Oh,
he was
for
like, she needs to chill. I'm gonna snap this thing and bring her back down to reality a little bit.
And I just like got on top of his started punching it.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then all of they're made out of t-shirts.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't know that. It looked like a rat lived in there. And so it's all over my yard. And I'm like, oh. So I go find a rake. I'm trying to like rake it all up. It's not raking. So that made me mad. I'm like chunking rakes across the yard. PMS is the worst.
Yeah.
It's the devil.
I don't ever really get angry
That's
whenever
crazy.
I'm PMS.
I wish I didn't.
I get like lovey-dovey and
Ew.
like sensitive. Yeah, I do.
Of course you
Yeah,
do.
like I can always tell when it's
So
like
how
not
can you
because
kn-
I'm always like I'd like to call him. I love you so much. I love you so much.
No, could
And
never
yeah.
be me. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
I don't get. I get cryy.
Yeah.
I cry all the time.
Yeah.
Like when that's happening, like at anything, and I'm like, oh my god, tears. But no, I get mad. That first couple days right before, or last couple days before, I would fight a bear. I would toe to toe with a grizzly. Would not care. It would not faze me a bit. I don't know what it is. I hate it. That like there's got to be a cure for it. There's got to be a cure.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Eve did this, and every time Jake's like, "You need to chill," I'm like, "Blame it on Eve." I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Freaking Eve.
I
man.
didn't do it. It's not my fault.
You
I
should
can't
try
help it.
the Flow vitamins. I've thought about trying them, but
What's Flow Vitamin?
it's like it's made literally for
Can
PMS,
you get
but
them
you
on
take
Amazon?
it. Yeah, you have to take it like consistently though, like every day for
I could do that.
like you can't only take it when you're like
Right,
PMSing
right,
and
yeah,
whatnot. But yeah, it's supposed to help with like all
Wow.
of that. I don't know if it's just like balances hormones or what, but
Oh, well, they need
they're
balancing.
expensive.
That's for sure.
only I've considered trying them, but I think
Yeah,
it's
they're
like $40. Yeah,
$43.
yeah, for a month's worth.
Oh,
But
oh yeah, because this is 30 servings
mm-hmm.
for $30.
But supposedly it's supposed to help with all that stuff.
You know, it would almost be worth it.
to not
rage
a couple days out of every
Yeah,
month.
literally. Oh, yeah. No, it's so bad. I mean, everything makes me just so mad. Stoplights, anything. My pen stopped working, and I want to just snap it in half. Like, I can't. But I'm not mean to, like... Well, Jake and I were already arguing when I dropped the global warming thing.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm never going to let you live that down. Like, you literally just argued with me about global warming. Like, this is insane. He started laughing. I was like, are you laughing right now? He was like, babe, come on. Like, you can't be for real. And I was like, I'm going to go drink some water. I need water.
Water will
You
fix
are
this.
making me dehydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got to get that under control because that's wild. I've never even talked about global warming. Not even sure it's a thing.
Yeah, no,
But-
I low-key don't even know what the heck that means.
I don't
Like,
either. It's something about hairspray and the ozone
Yeah, the
layer.
ozone
I don't
layer.
know.
I do remember though, like
Yeah, we learned about it, I think.
yeah, I remember learning about how bad hairspray is because I remember telling my mom like, quit using like White Rain, like quit using that. It's
Literally,
not good.
my hair's so crunchy right now from wearing a slick back yesterday. It's so crunchy. Jex hates it, and Jet loves it because he taps on it. And I'm like, could you quit
When
tapping
we
on my
were
head?
Jex's princess recital or whatever, when they all started doing their dance, Jet just kept looking at Colin and going like this. He thought it was so funny. He kept looking. I think I have a picture of him. He kept going.
He's so funny. He cracks me up. And Jex, poor thing, she's too worried about everyone watching her that she can't do her dance. It was so funny to me. I was watching like because my photos are live photos or whatever because we couldn't take videos. And I was like, I played one back and I was like, girl, quit looking at us to see if we're watching. Like, she would do a move, a beat after everyone else and then turn and be like, and I'm like, yeah, we got it. We saw you.
She
girl.
does do that.
She's so
when
funny.
we were at the beach for the 4th of July, that whole week she was all about fastness
Oh,
and how
yeah,
fast
yeah.
she is and everything. And so, like Boy Hunter at one point, she wanted to show him how fast she is. And so he was like, okay, run from there to there and like show me how quick you are. And she just didn't stop. Like she was going back and forth, but every time she got about halfway to where she was standing, she would look over every single time.
To make sure he was watching.
And she just kept going back and forth and looking every single time.
Yeah.
It was so funny. And finally we were like, you can stop.
Like we see how fast you are.
Yeah, but she just kept going. It was so funny.
Oh, well, her and Jack got in a full-fledged argument today about you and Coco.
Oh, God.
So Jack's out of nowhere was like, I'm faster than Lala. Did you know that? I was like, I mean, I guess. Yeah, I've never really seen Lala run, actually.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, I'm faster than her, and I'm probably faster than you. I was like, I'm pretty slow, but my legs are your exact height, so probably not. And then she goes, well, I am faster than Lala. And Jet goes, well, I'm faster than Toto. And they're like, well, I'm faster than Lala. Well, I'm faster than Toto. Well, I'm faster than Lala. And I was like, well, Coco's faster than Lala.
Yeah.
And Jack's like, no, he is not. He is slow. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And they were arguing about it today.
Well, this is what happened. We were...
This is what... Give me the backstory.
We were talking about how fast we were. She swore she was faster than me. And I was like, no, you're not. I'm
competitive with her.
I'm still fast. I'm very fast.
I'm not fast, but...
And so I was like, okay, well, you go first, and I'll time you, and then I'll go, and, like, we'll time me and see who's faster. And so, I mean, I was giving it full force, everything I had, sprinting as quick as I could.
You have to.
What she did in, like, 15 seconds, I think I did in, like, 8 or something like that. And so, like, I said I had 8, you had 15, and, 15 sounds bigger. So she's like, oh, so I'm faster. And I was like, well... I was like, okay, whatever, you can have it. Like, so, and her, since she got 15 and I got 8, 15's a higher number, and I just let her have that one.
Okay, well, I don't let her have anything, and that's so bad of me, and I understand that, but sometimes she needs to be humbled. Today, for instance, I have not gone to the grocery store because, quite frankly, it depresses me, and in the mind state that I'm in today, could not handle it. I am going after this because we are completely out of all things necessary to live. So, I mean, we have water and bread.
Yeah.
But, my kids are bougie. So I was like, I'm not going to the grocery store while you're at school. So we're going to have like macaroni or like grilled cheese for lunch. So I did not have the shaped macaroni. Okay. The gourmet, Paw Patrol, unicorn, or SpongeBob macaroni. I have just the normal old Kraft macaroni. Normal elbow noodles.
Right. Not good enough.
Oh, no, they taste different. They taste terrible. They're disgusting. I said, Jax, I'm not fussing at you. I'm not going to argue with you. I just need you to hear me out. Don't talk. And she's bursting. Face turning red. She cannot not speak.
Oh, yeah.
She's bursting. I said, don't speak. I'm about to break it down for you. So I Googled the ingredients for unicorn mac and cheese. And I have the box of the Kraft. And I said, I understand that you can't read, but you can see that these letters are all the same. They're the exact same ingredients in these noodles versus the elbow noodles. I need you to understand that. I will never understand. I will never eat regular macaroni. It is disgusting. It tastes terrible. Blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, girl. That's fine. Brother and I are going to have macaroni. You can have grilled cheese, whatever. She would not let it go.
Oh, yeah.
She would not let it go. She's like, they are different. I said, they're not different. They're shaped different. That's the only difference is they're shaped different.
Texture maybe a little bit.
Maybe, but flavor's the same. She can't do it. I said, what if they stop making the shaped macaroni? Are you just going to stop eating macaroni and cheese altogether? She's like, yeah.
Yeah. I guess I am.
Okay, well, that's your loss then. Okay. But that's the life of a 4-year-old who thinks she knows everything.
Oh, yeah.
Is she will argue with you even though she literally cannot read. She cannot read at all. And it is so funny to me because I said, Jax, you are so smart. Like, you are so intelligent for your age. Like, you're so smart, but you're wrong in this situation. Like, you're actually wrong. She's like, I'm not wrong. I said, okay. I said, if I blindfolded you and you ate this and that, you would think it was the same. She's like, no, I wouldn't. I would know. I said, okay, girl.
She did write Wyoming the other day. I walked into the playroom and there was like a piece of paper that had Wyoming written on it. And I was like, how did you do that? And there's like a U.S. map on the wall and she had like copied it or whatever. It was funny. Okay. What show would you, if you had to be trapped in a TV show for a month, what show would you pick? And what character would you be?
Series?
Yeah.
Sons of Anarchy. It's so chaotic though. So Sons of Anarchy, what character would I be?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard. All my characters. Well, the only character that people think that I am just because of looks and how I act is Gemma. And she dies. So that's depressing.
Well, you only have to be in there for a month.
Oh, for a month?
Yeah.
Oh, well then I'm going to go Tara just because of the activities that she gets to do. Yeah, we'll go Tara even though I look like Gemma.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sons of Anarchy, Tara. Yeah. For a month. But like a good one of the good months. Like one of the early-ish months.
Yeah, before everybody starts dying.
Yeah, and he goes to jail because that'd be boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tara for a month.
That'd be
Sounds fun. Sounds fun.
I don't know what I would.
Yeah, what would you do?
No idea.
What are you watching right now?
Right now I'm watching the OC.
I've never seen that.
It's like a early 2000s.
Yeah, it's old, right?
Yeah, it's similar to like One Tree Hill vibes and
Okay, yeah,
stuff
yeah, yeah.
like that.
Was Jana Kramer on One Tree Hill?
Yeah, she was.
That's what I thought. Then she
Yeah.
did music.
Yeah.
Now she does like Lifetime Hallmark movies.
Yeah.
She married a Scottish person.
Yeah, she's beautiful. She's so pretty.
Gorgeous.
It's insane.
Yeah. So what would you do? You got to pick?
Well, if I was gonna go the OC, I would go Summer because she's just like the like fun, cutesy, like unproblematic girl in the show. I think that'd be a lot of fun. They're just rich kids that live in the like in Orange County, you know. So
yeah.
Okay. They live in like big mansions. And
I can see that.
Yeah. So that I think that'd be fun.
That checks.
Would you rather give up air conditioning and heating for the rest of your life, or give up the internet for the rest of your life?
Honestly, full disclosure, I would give up the internet because honestly, it's stupid. It makes me so mad.
Yeah, no, same. I would give up the internet in a
Yeah,
heartbeat. Sometimes I wish it would disappear.
Yeah, and this is why, hear me out. All my businesses are run online, and I fully get that, and I understand that. And the reason that we have a podcast is due to the internet. Like, I completely understand that. So thankful, so grateful, love it. Also hate and despise the internet so much. It gives me the most anxiety. It makes me freak out for no reason, and I hate it.
Yeah,
I hate it. So yeah, I would give up internet. I cannot be hot.
Yeah,
I cannot be. I don't do hot. No,
Honestly,
I can be
either
cold.
of them.
I love to be cold, but I cannot do heat. I hate the heat.
I don't know how they did it back in the day. Whenever they did it,
They died.
Yeah,
They died young.
It's insane
because of heat.
Yeah.
They died young because they were hot and they couldn't take it anymore.
Would you
body
like?
just
You
shut
know
down.
how did we talk about this before? Would you like crypto? What's it called? Whenever you like freeze your body to see if
We
they
have
could
never
bring you
talked
back in
about
the
that.
future? Would you do
It's
that?
giving me very much Austin Powers, which I love.
Yeah.
No.
You wouldn't?
No, I don't want to be there in somewhere I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't know. You're not going to know anyone.
Yeah, you come back. Well, I mean, like what is the opposite of ancestors? What are we to our ancestors?
Oh, God. What? Let me look it up.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to be frozen. That makes me feel claustrophobic.
Yeah.
I don't even want to be in a casket.
Yeah.
I'm getting cremated.
Yeah.
Faux show. Even though I hate being hot, but I guess I won't feel it. So, let's see. What's the opposite?
Ancestry.
We looked up. We were gonna buy the ancestry kit, but then we were both worried that we would forget to cancel the subscription, and then it would charge us like $200 a month.
Yeah.
What's opposite of ancestor? Nope, that's not what I asked for. I know how to pronounce it. Apparently, there's not one.
Huh. Like, what
Yeah.
are we to our ancestors?
I don't know.
I guess it don't matter because they're what qualifies as an ancestor? Like, how
Would
many
it be
years?
a descendant?
Maybe.
They would be our descendants.
Yeah.
You like the movie?
That makes sense.
Yeah. So we are our descendants' ancestors.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many years qualifies like what's the difference in an ancestor and like a
Anything. They have to be dead? Probably.
maybe you think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah, because you always say like my ancestors, and I feel like every time you talk about that, they're dead.
So like, could a great grandma be an ancestor?
Yeah.
In my head, ancestors have
she's
to be
dead.
like thousands of years
No, it's just
prior.
an older generation that's gone on before you.
Interesting.
So yeah, but I think they have to be dead. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Pretty sure, because if not, they're not
Yeah, then they're just like your grandma or your whatever, you know.
I think Native Americans when I think about this.
Or like aunts and stuff, ancestors too.
Yeah, all of them. All your lineage.
Interesting.
Your past lineage. So yeah, that would be ancestors. So one day, like, I'll be my great-great-grandchild's ancestor.
Dude, that's so crazy to think about.
Have you seen where people are sharing a meme that says bring a potato peeler to my funeral and cut off your favorite tattoo?
No.
And this is what I say to that.
I don't like that.
As someone who is super morbid, and I have seen and looked up tattoo removal after death,
Mm-hmm.
because in theory...
Is that a thing? People do that?
Uh-huh. In theory, cool. You have a piece of my skin hanging in your house. That's up to you. I have a dead bat hanging in my house. You know what I mean? So to each their own. If that's your jam, peel it right off. But also, I have PTSD from a potato peeler or from a mandolin,
Mm-hmm.
and the thought of my body laying there, unbothered. I am unbothered because death does not scare me. My death does not scare me. The death of others scares me.
Mm-hmm.
My own death doesn't scare me. Like, we good. So I'm fine. The thought of someone bringing a potato peeler, I would rather you bring a buck knife. Bring my skinning kit if you're going to do it. A potato peeler?
I just feel like that stinks really bad. I feel like the texture of what it would feel like to actually do that.
Cabin Fever. Did you watch that?
No.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, picture it. Cabin Fever. You're talking 2000s movie.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what it's about?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so all these teenagers, whatever, young adults, they get in this cabin, they get like locked. It's a whole thing. It's hard to explain, but because it's just, you're sitting there like, what are we watching?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Me and my like best girlfriend back in the day watched it. The girl goes to shave her leg.
Ugh.
And her skin just comes off with it, and the sound that it made haunts me to this day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
The
so
sound,
that's
the
what it would
smell,
sound like. Yeah,
the feeling of like the texture that you would like. That's
no.
gross.
So you want your arm left alone then,
Yeah, no.
or your leg left alone?
Yeah, just let me keep my tattoos in my afterlife.
Okay, so here's my other question to Jake. So Jake has studied the Bible like front to back because he had to for rehab. So he knows a lot more of the Bible, of like the Bible's teachings than I do.
Yeah.
And so I obviously have been told, don't get tattoos, you go to hell. Okay,
Right.
Cool. Well, I just feel like there's a lot worse things you can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I have tattoos. My preacher has tattoos. I feel like we're good. I asked Jake, I said, wait a minute. When you get to heaven, you get a new body. Now, in my head, it's like Sims.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get to pick my body? Do I get to go through the list of things that I want? Because she's going to have some enhancements. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's going to have some enhancements. So do I get to pick that or what? And do I get to keep my tattoos?
Huh.
And Jake's like, no, because you're washed clean. I'm like, I don't want to be washed clean of my tattoos. I want to be washed clean of my sins. And he's like, yeah, but technically a tattoo's a sin. I was like, wow, you Bible thumper. Wow.
So there's no...
So I don't get to keep them. We don't get to keep them. We get washed.
Maybe all like the tattoo artists and stuff up there can like re-give them.
And they just wash away. We can have like temporary tattoos in heaven. They just wash off. Because in my head, we get to the gates.
You wake up anew. Do you sleep in heaven? I have so many questions.
You have to sleep in heaven. That's my heaven, is sleeping.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That was
I
one
love
of the... I seen a would you rather question, and it was like... Or no, it wasn't. It was a hypothetical question. And it was like, if you could like take something that takes away your need to sleep, would you? And I was like, no.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Sleep is when my eyes get heavy, is my favorite feeling in the world.
Yeah.
There's nothing better except like love for my kids, of course, but there's no better feeling than when my eyes get heavy and I can lay down in my bed.
Yeah, sleeping's my favorite.
In my head though, we're getting to heaven. We're not knocking on the gate, you know what I mean? Peter, he comes out. He's like, all right, you're going to put on this robe. You're going to go over this way. You're going to pick out the bod that you want in the computer. It's a computer in my head. Or like magazine cutouts. Whatever. But we're pasting them to make the body. We get pressure washed and the tattoos come off. That's
just
what's happening in my
down
head.
the drain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that made me very sad.
There's a show called Upload on Amazon Prime, and it's
yes, Jake and I watched it.
Yeah, it's so good. But they pretty much get to pick if they have the money to pick their body.
Yeah. We started that. Is there like new seasons, or is it only the 2?
Only the 2.
Okay.
So
did
far.
it get canceled?
I'm not sure.
I think it did.
Did it?
Yeah, because we watched that a minute ago.
Speaking of, did you watch Tell Me Lies on Hulu?
No.
Oh my God, you have
Don't.
to. So no.
Did it get canceled?
No.
Okay.
It's so I just seen today the second season.
Tell Me Lies.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God, it's probably one of my favorite shows ever, and they're finally a season 2 coming out. Because season 1 was forever ago. Oh yeah, it's so good.
So I love all the Viking shows, as we know.
Right.
There's it's a spin-off of one of the Viking shows, maybe Vikings. I think it is Vikings. Vikings Valhalla. And I keep not watching it because I keep reading things that they're going to cancel it after a certain season, and I'm not sure it's going to be finished.
Yeah.
And I hate...
It makes me so
Did you watch The Mick?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
There's no reason that show should not have finished.
Yeah.
It was hysterical. I'll rewatch it all the time knowing that it ends.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes me so angry when shows do that.
Me too. And it happens to so many shows, but it's because there's too many shows out there.
It's
like
so
the
many
oversaturation.
Of shows.
Yeah.
And then they don't get enough views because people are watching other things at the time. I don't feel like they give them enough time to get enough views. Like Frasier came back as a reboot 20 years later, 25 years later, 30 years. However many years it's been, whatever, they reboot Frasier. I have yet to watch the last episode of it because I was scared they weren't going to renew it. They did. Okay. So there's a second season, but until that second season drops, I'm not watching the last episode because I'm going to cry hysterically.
Yeah.
I cry. I can't even watch the last episode of the original Frasier, and I know it's been over for my whole life.
Right.
And I can't watch it. But I can't stand when they make a show and I get all into it and then all of a sudden gone.
Yeah. And
Gone.
it happens all
like
the time.
Fate.
Yeah.
Fate was
that
so
one hurts
good.
me more than literally probably any
and they
of the
broke
other
up.
ones.
They broke up.
That hurts.
That did hurt. That hurt worse to me than John B. and what's her name?
Yeah.
Whatever.
That
Chase,
one,
what's his name?
Yeah, that one I got over pretty quickly.
They didn't seem that compatible in the real life.
Yeah, no. I think a lot of it was just that, like, the show was a hit. They were in quarantine as soon as it came out, you know, stuck together, living in, like, their apartment. Also, speaking of that, I added, because the other day we were talking about, no, we weren't even talking about, this is just something I added to my, God, what's it called? My brain's literally not working today. We talked about him at the beach. Hall pass. My hall pass list.
Is him?
Yeah. Drew Starkey.
Oh, JJ.
No.
Is that who's
Rafe.
Drew Starkey?
The guy that plays Rafe.
Rafe.
Yeah, not Rafe on the show.
No, but the guy.
Drew Starkey in real life.
Really?
Oh my God, yeah.
See, I like JJ.
Yeah, that's a lot of girlies.
That would be my type.
JJ girlies.
He's my type though. Out of all of them, that's what I would go for. Troubled. You know, rides a bicycle.
Yeah. Except in real life, he's not like that at all.
No, not at all. It's just the show. Really?
Mm-hmm.
He is. And he's clean cut though. Isn't he clean? Like Pretty Boy kinda? Or is he not?
I don't think so. Not really. No. Huh. But he's from the North Carolina. He's from like the mountains. And
he's
stuff
from
like
the North
that.
Carolina.
Yeah, he's from like the North Carolinians, North Carolinas.
I just found out someone else is from Chapel Hill. Can't think of her name. Meredith. That's her name. She played in Palm Springs with the guy from Hot Rod. Jake and I just watched that. Hilarious. Then we've been on a movie kick. We watched Vacation Friends with John Cena.
I haven't seen that one.
Really?
Yeah.
I think John Cena's hot.
Do you?
Yeah, Jake was like, ooh, do you? I was like, yeah, look at him. Do you not?
Yeah, no.
And he was like, no. He's like, he does steroids. I was like, no, he doesn't. Steroids. He does not, allegedly. I don't think so. Yeah. Who cares? He's hot. She played in that. She played John Cena's girlfriend in that. And that girl is from Chapel Hill.
No way.
Yep, her sister still lives there. Her sister's like in her 40s and has Down syndrome, and she has like a Instagram account that she runs. But the actress married Goldie Hawn and what's his name? Yeah, you do. Yes, you know. You do.
I'm so bad with names.
I know, but you know, Kate Hudson, Oliver Hudson.
Yes.
Okay, she's married one of their siblings.
Kate Hudson married.
No, the girl from Chapel Hill married Kate Hudson's brother.
Oh. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, they have 2 kids.
Yeah.
I was just rabbit holing on her life yesterday, and I was like, she's from Chapel Hill. That's so crazy. So I got on her Instagram. I was like trying to figure it out if we knew any of the same people. Stacy met Priscilla Block.
I saw that.
Like met her.
Yeah.
Just chilling at Lazy Pirate.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hanging out
at Carolina Beach.
Yeah, I said, what is happening?
What
is going on here? And she was like, she literally was just hanging out and went and talked to her. I was like, that's insane to me.
Yeah.
I was like, what is she like? Like, are y'all friends now? Did you get her number? Like, are we going to hang out with her? And she was like, no. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, is this our, are we going to use Stacey to be famous? I'm just kidding. We would never do that.
Yeah.
But I was like, after, like, she just has been going through it lately. I was like, you needed that. You needed to meet someone famous. Like, that's super cool. And they like hung out.
That's cool.
Yeah, I love it. But I was like, I don't have any friends that have like super famous friends.
Serena that just won Love Island with Cordell. So Cordell, her like, they're not officially boyfriend and girlfriend, but the guy that she won Love Island with, his brother is OBJ, like Odell Beckham Jr. or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, and so now she just gets to go out into the world and be like a little, not an NFL girlfriend, but like
an NFL brother's girlfriend.
And like Cordell and his brother are like super, super tight. Like they're literally always together and stuff. So she just gets to come out into this cool little NFL
He
family.
actually just did something super cool. What was it? Because I'm a Panthers fan.
Right.
Okay. He ruined a lot of good things for us. And then we didn't get him when we should have.
Yeah.
Not that we deserve him, but whatever. So I don't usually like his post, but he just did something. Maybe it was with like Special Olympics or something maybe. and he was like participating and like signing a bunch of stuff for that and like hanging out with the kids.
That's cool.
And it was really cool, and I like that a lot. I love that kind of thing. I think it was something like that he did. So that's really weird that you just said that, because I just liked his post like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And I don't ever like his post.
I always wonder how, like, MGK's friends with a lot of NFL players and stuff like that. And I'm like, how does that, I mean, I guess they're just all in the same world. But I feel like it's super, like,
famous people.
yeah, NFL players always
They're
end up friends with, like,
it's all the
musicians and actors and, like.
It's all the fame.
Yeah.
Like, so let's say we get famous tomorrow. Okay. We get famous tomorrow. My first purchase, I'm paying off my car. And then I'm going to buy a 2025 Escalade.
Yeah.
Straight out. Love a G-Wagon. I'll make that like for my 40th or 50th birthday.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy a 2025 Escalade. The big one.
Yeah.
Mac Daddy.
I like those. They look very presidential.
It literally has almost 700 horsepower.
Yeah.
And the whole entire screen, like the screen goes from mirror to mirror.
Yeah.
Like window to window. And the passenger has their own screen.
Oh,
they can literally watch YouTube, Facebook, TikTok.
Amazing.
On their own screen, Bluetooth to that screen. Make it make sense.
Yeah.
It's insane. So anyway, love that for me. That's what I'm buying first. Then who are you going to hang out with? Who are we hanging out with if we become famous tomorrow? We're like going to a party. Whose party are we going to?
I mean, mine's obvious.
Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah,
okay.
Machine Gun Kelly.
So we're going
Jaden,
music first. I'm just tagging along. I'm just here.
Yeah.
So we're going music first.
Yeah.
Music
I don't
rock.
really know. I can't think of many like actors, which I guess I don't follow actors as much as I follow musicians. So like actor wise, I don't know who I would.
I'm going to hang out with Hardy's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't throw down like I used to. I would in that situation.
Yeah.
I would throw down. Like woo girl.
Yeah.
All the way. That's one that I want. That's one person that if we get famous tomorrow, I would like to meet.
Yeah.
And then Hardy, of course. But
I just feel like this is probably very like Delulu of me to say, but I just feel like I fit directly into that friend group so good. Like Jada, my son, MGK, like all of them.
For
like
sure.
my vibes and their vibes are the same.
Yeah,
like
I
I could
that.
just ease right on in.
I get that. And you know who else I want to meet? Bobby.
Bones.
No. He broke my heart.
Oh, the girl Bobby.
Bobby Bones, I got Twitter just so he would repost me, and he never did, and so I don't even use Twitter anymore.
I love that you said Bobby, and my brain went straight to Bones.
Love that, though. The girl that interviews people.
Yeah.
I want to see her in real life.
Yeah.
I have to. I want to be in a room with her and be like, are you really this way? She has a killer body.
Yeah.
By the way, 2 kids, killer body. Jealous of that. But she hung out with Bunny and Jelly Roll, and they gave her some spicy sauce, and it almost killed her.
Oh, God.
Like, she was puking. And they were like, give her some milk. Give her some milk. And Bunny's like, oh, baby, I'm so sorry. And Jelly's laughing hysterically. He's not even being helpful at all. And he was like, bring milk. And she's like, I'm lactose intolerant. I was like, oh, what an unfortunate thing. So they gave her lemonade. And apparently lemonade helps with spicy.
God, I feel like that would make it worse.
I think beer makes it worse.
Oh.
I will never understand the hot wings and beer thing. That's not a thing. It does not make it cool down.
Yeah.
Jake swears. I'm like, we used to always every Sunday go to get wings and beer, but I boycotted the restaurant, so I shall not shout them out because boycotted them. But every Sunday we would go, favorite bartender, loved her, we would get beer and wings. It does not make it go away.
Yeah.
I would have to get a water.
Honestly, just don't think there is many things that make spicy go away.
Apparently lemonade does, and I'm going to test it.
Yeah. That'll be.
I'm going to get some
we should do that
Funyuns.
for like a vlog.
Let's
just
do
eat
it.
a whole bunch of really spicy things and see if lemonade
and see if it
cures
works.
It.
We'll have milk, lemonade, water, bread, all the things, and we'll try it.
Yeah.
So if anybody has a spicy remedy, let us know, and we'll try it with some super spicy.
Yeah.
What are we going to order? Chicken?
Let's just get like a bunch of different spicy
All
stuff.
kinds of spicy things?
Yeah.
I don't do Indian food though.
Yeah, no, I don't think
Okay, I can't
I've
do
never
curry.
tried Indian food.
I can't do curries. They really make me feel not great.
Yeah.
So we can't do a curry spicy, but we can do like any kind of sauce, any kind of food that's spicy. Peppers. Speaking of, my grandma had this random pepper plant.
Mm-hmm.
We're not sure what it is. She picks them. They're very tiny, like skinny.
Right.
They're kind of long, like this, skinny, green.
Were they grown on purpose or they just appeared?
We don't really know.
Okay.
Her garden just kind of goes crazy. So anyway, she puts them in a jar, pickles them.
Mm-hmm.
I love a pickled pepper.
Yeah.
Okay. So Pawpaw goes, he hands me one fresh and is like, don't eat it, but what is this? I said, I have no idea. So I Google long, skinny, green pepper.
Uh-huh.
And it says it's sweet. It's a sweet variety. It smelled sweet, didn't smell spicy at all.
Right.
So she pickles them. So I pick one out of the jar, I pop it in, eat it. It's sweet, it's delicious. Could eat a whole jar of them. So I'm like, I'm going to sit down with this and eat these. Get another one, almost died.
Oh no.
My lips swelled. My whole entire
goodness.
face was burning. John's eating them. I'm like, well, it's like Russian roulette. So go ahead. And he finally got one. I said, see, there was spicy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he claims it wasn't, but I could tell by his face that it was because his eyes said this. And I was like, that was spicy. You just don't want to admit it. You want me to sound crazy, but my lips are swollen. And I don't know what they are. They're not.
See, I don't know if I
jalapenos.
would eat a pepper that just appeared and no one knew what it
Oh,
was.
we did. We do that too. A lot of things. But yeah, I don't know what it is. But it was good. But it needs. You don't need to eat it plain. It needs to be in something like a sauce or a pesto or something because it lit me up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I haven't dipped back in the
Good
jar.
old mystery pepper.
Yeah,
Maybe
literally.
y'all like generated it. You're like,
Maybe we did.
Yeah, it's a new pepper.
It
on
was
the
like it
market.
tastes like bell pepper, but then on fire.
What would you name it if this was a pepper that y'all like invented?
Okay, so because they are Russian roulette, because some are sweet and some are really spicy, it has to be something like deceiving. So I would almost, because you know, like when you read Carolina Reaper, you think spice.
Oh,
Obviously, it sounds like you're gonna die.
Yeah.
The Grim Reaper. So I would make it something that sounds like innocent, like a darlin pepper.
A darlin.
Yeah,
And then you bite it and your
and
lips
it's
swell.
on fire.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So the darlin, something darlin pepper.
That's a good name.
Yeah, TM. Because it really, you don't know what you're gonna get,
Yeah.
and I feel like with someone like that's a darling, you don't know what you're gonna get.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I
Yeah.
named it. I'm gonna have to tell them that we're gonna name them the darling peppers
The
because I
darlin
don't know
peppers.
where they came from. They're just there, and she picked them. We ate them.
Interesting.
Yep.
There you go.
So
Darlin peppers. On the
Mama Judy's darling peppers. Oh god, but
Oh.
it lit me up though.
Yeah.
So that was fun. That was a fun time. I don't know how we got here. I never know. By the end of these podcasts, when I'm like on the way home, Jake will be like, "How'd it go? What show?" I'm like, "Oh my god, I don't even know.
Oh yeah. No. Same.
I don't even know what we talk about. It just all disappears until
I'll
I
have
hear
to
it."
like go back after like because even after listening to it
Yeah.
again editing, I'll still have to like click back through to see like the topics
funny
to put in
part.
the descriptions because I'm like I don't know. No clue what are we talking
Your
about.
title last week sent me though. So, speaking of goblins, that made me laugh so hard.
Yeah.
Because Leah doesn't listen to the podcast. She has no idea that she was even on the podcast.
She's got a whole
yeah.
episode named after her.
Literally. And I forgot to tell. I saw her yesterday. I totally forgot to tell her.
That's funny.
We did photos yesterday, and I meant to tell her about it, and I completely forgot. So that's funny. But anyway, so are we at our hour?
I
feel
think
like
so.
we've been talking for a minute.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
It was.
Well, oh, another PSA, just for the people who are not moms. I thought about this on the way here. If you catch, and you know, she don't even have to be a mom. She just be a woman in general. Okay, you catch someone out wearing a cardigan and it's 90 degrees with a coffee cup and her hair pulled up and she looks very just on the verge of a mental breakdown. It's because she is. Okay, it's because she is on the verge of a mental B, and she probably needs to just full send it, but she's trying not to because she's trying not to be that person. Leave her alone.
What is it though about like cardigans and long sleeve and stuff that just make you more comfy?
Oh, this is my comfort cardigan.
Yeah.
When I feel anxiety, when I feel anger, when I feel sad, I put this on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It makes me feel warm.
That's me. Like anytime I'm thinking like I want to get cozy, I put
You
on
have to have
some
sleeves.
form of like
Yeah.
even if it's hot.
When I have anxiety attacks, I get cold. Like my body gets really, really cold. I get shaky and cold. So I have to have. Didn't have an anxiety attack today, but I have to have warmth. So I have to have a blanket, cardigan, jacket, coat, sweatshirt. Something has to be on me, or I won't get out of my attack. So I think whenever I'm having just a bad day mentally and I'm a little mentally unstable, I have to put on my
Let
cardigan.
me prepare.
Yeah, to get ready for the war that is among us.
Yeah.
It's like my armor. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I love a comfort cardigan. But my comfort cardigans have to button
Mm-hmm.
or have to reach all the way around, or I'm not comfortable. And it's not a comfort cardigan. It's just a cardigan.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Interesting.
Leave them alone. Leave those women
Oh yeah.
in the world, in the wild. Leave them alone. Don't talk to them. Buy them something,
Yeah.
actually.
Let them be.
Buy them a Coca-Cola, a coffee. Get them something
Yeah.
because they need it. And that is my second PSA of the day. Don't be a hacker. And if you see someone that looks like they're having a minty bee, give them water.
Be nice.
Or
Tell
something.
them they're pretty. I
Yes,
don't know.
even if they're not, tell them they're pretty, okay?
Yeah.
And that's my advice for the week.
Alrighty. Keep it unhinged.
Later.